present-day learners. This is Group 4 presentation entitled The Andragogy in Practice. According to no less Holton and Swanson 2005, an understanding of individual differences helps make andragogy more effective in practice. For further understanding about this topic, we sum up to an idea through online discussion, through GC, video call, which is all of our group members participate, and also we ask question and we answer it for us to understand our topic. After the online discussion and video call, we divide our topic and make it a PowerPoint presentation. These are all the PowerPoint presentation, and I'll make it one. Andragogy in Practice is an enhanced conceptual framework to more systematically apply andragogy across multiple domains of adult learning practice. Andragogy in Practice is offered that more explicitly accounts for factors that must be considered in shaping andragogy to fit the learning situation. And also, it is an attempt to develop a theory specifically for adult learning. There are three dimensions of andragogy in practice. Number 1, goals and purposes for learning. Number 2, individual and situation differences. And last, andragogy, core adult learning principle. The goals and purposes of learning. The goals and purposes of adult learning serve to shape and mold the learning experience. In this model, goals for adult learning events may fit into three general categories. Number 1, individual. Number 2, institutional. Number 3, societal growth. This is the conceptual framework of andragogy in practice. Goals and purposes for learning. There are three general categories for adult learning. Number 1, individual growth. The traditional view among most scholars and practitioners of adult learning is to think exclusively of individual adult. Example, maturity, success, happiness. Number 2, institutional growth. Adult learning is equally powerful in developing better institutions as well as individuals. Human resource development, for example. It embraces organizational performance as one of its core values. Societal growth. Societal goals and purposes can be associated with the learning. A Brazilian educator saw the goals and purposes of adult education and societal transformation and contended that education is a consciousness-raising process. Andragogy is an individual learning framework, but individual learning may occur for the purpose of advancing individual, institutional, or societal growth. Individual and situational differences. It is the middle ring of andragogy practice model. It continues learning about differences and its impact of adult learning that molded the practice of andragogy. Individual and situational differences are subject matter differences, situational differences, and individual learner differences. Subject matter differences. Teaching different topics may imply using different or learning strategies. Example, if we are going to introduce a familiar topic or content to our students, it is also require different learning strategies where a student can learn. Situational differences. It features of any given learning situation that may impact the learning process. Its examples are smaller group versus larger groups. Another one is face-to-face versus distance learning. Individual differences. Individual differences, psychology advancement help understand the internal process and how they impact the learning process. Example, learning style, cognitive abilities, prior knowledge and experience, and personality traits. Another area of individual differences is adult development theories are generally divided into three types. 1, physical changes. 2, cognitive or intellectual development. And lastly, personality and lifespan role development. Cognitive development theories' primary contribution are twofold. First, they help to explain some differences in the way adults learn at different points in their lives. Second, they help to explain why they core. Learning principles are exhibited in different ways at different points in life. Lifespan rules development theories' primary contribution is to help explain when adults are most ready for learning, most need learning, and when they may be the most motivated to learn. Applying the andragogy in the practice framework, there are three parts. Part process for analyzing adult learners with the andragogy in practice model. Number 1, the core principles of andragogy provide a sound foundation for planning adult learning experiences. Without any other information, they reflect a sound approach to effective learning, adult learning. Number 2, Analysis should be conducted to understand the particular adult learners and their individual characteristic, the characteristic of a subject matter, and the characteristics of the particular situation in which adult learning is being used. Adjustment necessary to core principles should be anticipated. Number 3. The goals and purposes for the adult learning is conducted provide a frame that shapes the learning experiences. They should be clearly identified and possible effects on adult learning explicated. This framework should be used in advance to conduct what we call andragogy. The framework conduct assess the development of adult learners. The andragogy in practice model has determined what andragogical principles fit a particular situation. That is why this worksheet created for this purpose. Adult Basic Education Program, or ABE. Program serves students ages 16 and over who are not enrolled in school and who want to improve their basic skills in reading, writing, math, listening, and even speaking. Adult basic education is designed to provide free educational opportunities leading to acquiring basic literacy, employment, post-secondary education, and training. Each learner will develop a personal education plan or PEP designing to meet the specific needs. Coursework varies depending on each student's goals. Independent, one-on-one, and small group studies methods are used. Typically, coursework may include high school diploma or general education development preparation, classes offered online and on-site which prepare students for the 5 general education development tests: reading, mathematics, writing, social studies, and science. Management and development is the process by which managers learn and improve their management skills. Planning and design strategies. In the absence of a formal strategic planning process, top management may have developed explicit goals for itself. Financial management. It is defined as the area or function in an organization which is concerned with profitability, expenses, cash, and credit so that the organization may have the means to carry. Architect selection. Architect is the basis of repetition, personal acquaintance with the recommendation of a friend, former client, or another architect. Tendering process is a structured process in order to be fair and transparent, including a stringent selection process, expressions of interest from bidders through the request for tender and evaluation process. Construction management is a professional service that provides a project owners with effective management of the project schedule, cost, quality, safety, scope, and function. And lastly, reporting and analysis. Reporting is a process of organizing data into informational summarized in order to monitor how different areas of a business are performing. That's all. Thank you.